So a poem was written actually during my poetry class in college. You guys did not realize I had a poetry class in college. Uh, yeah, I wrote quite a number of poems in there. It gave me a different perspective and forced me to open my eyes a little bit more. I did a lot of writing classes in college, and it was a requirement as part of my degree. I had to take writing courses. I actually did extra. And several of my friends were very much into the writing as well, so it was not exactly strange that I was doing writing classes galore. The whole concept is like, did you know a dissertation is a massively long paper that I was kind of planning on writing? Yeah, writing is absolutely essential. If you read any scientific journal, you realize that writing is essential. So I ended up taking a poetry class in college. I actually dropped it. I couldn't handle the work required of that alongside the other stuff because I'm disabled. There was quite a number of semesters that I had to drop out one of my courses, and it was always one of my bonus ones that I regretted the most dropping. However, it wasn't essential for my degree, so it got kicked. And me and the poetry professor, were only so positive together. The relationship wasn't the best. She was an adjunct poet, and at that time, I'm pretty sure I wrote more poems than her. And it first was like, oh wow, congratulations, you're so good at this. And then it was like, what the fuck are you? Because I was throwing down like nothing. And that was when I wasn't doing well. What would she say now? I don't know. I had a lot of, if it was an adjunct and they were writers, they hated me because I do shit like that. Fleeting like a sparrow, skillfully chasing this unknown assailant, wonder at the calmness of its flight. Once you grab hold and hang on, you may not know how dangerous you have just become. As you can tell that it's not quite in my stanza setup, it's not my poem. Clearly this came from somewhere else. And it was. It was a poetry prompt from my writing class, my poetry class in college, and that's why it doesn't quite fit my style. So, it is about a poem, and it's really about a poet. So the poet is getting caught by this poem, and it's like dragging them through life and forcing them to face things and deal with things. And it's causing them to fly. And if you write poetry enough, you're going to realize exactly what this poem is about. Because that's what poetry is. It forces you to face stuff you're really not ready to face. Poetry makes me see it. Fiction writing makes me counter it, conquer it, figure out ways around it. But poetry, that's all heart. That's all soul. If you have comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, interests, whatever, I'm always down to doing a poetry reading. It does not have to be my work. I'm willing to do any poem of any type as long as it is accessible, has to be published, basically. Um, and I am easily reachable. Either write a comment here, or on my Instagram, or on my website, or send me an email, cathartliebe@gmail.com. I mean, I am so easy accessible. Love you!